Good morning, everyone. So, yesterday we have started looking into the commands, particularly the commands of army. So, there are 7 different commands for Indian army. First stage which we have considered was the Central Command, right? Second, Eastern Command, then Western Command, Southern Command, Northern Command, Southwestern Command, and the last one is Training Command, right? If you see the first command, which is at which is known as Central Command, which is at Lucknow, right? So that is the first command which we can have, rather which we have. So each of these commands are commanded by the officer of rank lieutenant, officer of rank lieutenant general. So whether what includes these command? So Central Command includes nothing. So currently it is assigned to Southwestern Command, right? So it is helping out to Southwestern Command. Then next command which we have considered, okay, one more thing, that establishment of the Central Command, which was in 1963. Then we have considered, or we have gone for the next command, which is Eastern Command, situated at Kolkata, that is in West Bengal, which is again established in the year 1963. And currently this command is having 4 different corps and 12 divisions. Then third command in this row we have considered was the Western Command, which is in the state of Haryana at the Chandimandi, right, which was established in 1947, and currently it is having 9 divisions, 6 brigades, and 3 corps. So this is about the third command which we can have, that is Western Command. The next command which we have is Southern Command, and the Southern Command is having the it was established in 1908, and it is currently having the 2 corps and 3 brigades along with 6 divisions, right? So this is about the fourth command. The next command in this row is the Northern Command. Right? Yes, Southern Command is having its headquarters at Pune, right? Then Northern Command is at Udhampur, that is in Jammu and Kashmir, which was established in 1972. And at present, it has 7 divisions, 3 corps, and 1 brigade. Right, and then last one is, I think, Southwestern Command, right? So which is at Jaipur, and if you consider its establishment, which is a recent one, in 2005, this command has been created, and currently it is having 7 different divisions, 2 corps, and 3 brigades, right? And the last command, known as Training Command, which is at Shimla. It is in Himachal Pradesh, right? And it was established in 19 1991, right? In fact, it was earlier established at Moho, that is in the state of Madhya Pradesh, and in 1993 it was moved to Shimla. The purpose of this particular command is to maximize the effectiveness of the training, right? So again, this is acting as the nodal agency for all the institutional training, right? So this was the related to the commands which we can have for the army, right? So 7 different commands altogether. Now let's consider some of the things. 6th June. So here I will tell you one thing. Yes, training command is also commanded by the Lieutenant General, right? So each and every command is so I was talking about each and every command is commanded by the Lieutenant General, fine. So that's about the commanding officer for each of these commands. Now let's consider the organization of command, right? So I can just tell you so that you may get benefited by knowing each and everything. Organization of any command. So no doubt we have seen a sort of organization of command itself. Still, we will see it. So any command is always organized in 7 different parts. There are 7 different parts. So let's start from the smallest one, right? And the smallest one here is section. I think I have also written here, right? So a section, which is the smallest unit, right? Now, what this section consists of? So usually the section consists of 10 to 12 soldiers. 10 to 12 soldiers. Now see, again, these 10 to 12 soldiers are organized in a well manner. There will be 1 lieutenant. There will be 2 JCOs, right? That means non-commanding officers, but of officer rank. And the later on will be there will be Havaldar, there will be corporal, and there will be recruit, that is Sepoy, right? Apart from these, there will be a person with the machine gun, there will be a person with the radio man, there will be a soldier with the mortar launcher, right? So this organization is again well defined, but usually there are 10 to 12 soldiers are always there in a section, which is always known as smallest unit of the command. Now if you bring together such sections, right, in let's say 4 numbers, then it becomes a platoon. So platoon is nothing but a group of sections, rather a group of 4 sections. So in a platoon you will be having 4 different sections. That means near about 40 to 48 soldiers will be in your platoon. Fine. And again, if you bring the platoons together, then you will be forming a company. If already some of you is in the NCC, right? Maybe in the 8th and 9th standard, then they might be knowing these things, right? Which are always taught in the as a part of your examination, right, in the NCC. If no, don't worry about it. So this is the thing, right? So platoon, which consists of 4 sections. Fine. Then third thing which we can consider here is the company, right? So some platoons come together, or by bringing some platoons together, you will form a company. So usually, again, company consists of 4 platoons. 4 platoons. So 4 platoons means you will be having at least 160 soldiers, right? At the most, you will be having 184 soldiers, right? So 160 to 180 soldiers. So standard size of a company is 160, right? So that would be the case. Fine. So company will consist 4 different platoons. Then after company, right, you will be having, I think 4 number, you will be having a battalion. You will be having a battalion, right? So this battalion might be having different companies, right? So number is not known, it depends on, right? So the task and the operations given to that particular battalion, it may get changed. So, but these are the basics. These are the basics, or the basic structure of company, platoon, and section. It will never get changed, right? The structure of, or the composition of battalion may get changed. Sometimes battalion might be having 2 companies, 3 companies, 4 companies. It depends on the application or the task to be carried out, right? So battalion. Then here next you can have at number 5, there will be a brigade. Again, in bringing together some battalions, you will be having a brigade. Now see what is meant by this brigade is, right? For example, right, I will give you an example in NCC. So at college level there is NCC, right? So that each of NCC, that each of college must be affiliated or must be attached to one of the units. So for example, as far as our nearest places are concerned, so in Aurangabad there are 2 units. There are 2 units. I think, 2 battalions called 50 Maharashtra battalion, that is for girls or women, and 52 Maharashtra battalions. There is one more at Ahmednagar, 57 Maharashtra battalion, right? So these are the battalion. So altogether, there are different battalions in Maharashtra, right? Mostly 2 or 3 districts come together and have a battalion, right? For example, there you will be having a battalion at Latur and Usmanabad. There is a single battalion, right, which is at Latur. So these kinds of battalions will be there. But now altogether, if we consider the NCC of Maharashtra, then that NCC of Maharashtra is having the, now it will be called as the brigade, right? So in this way, you will be having the brigade, right? So altogether it comes by the some battalions. Then after brigade, now see how 7 parts we have to see. So second last part is here. It is the after brigade there will be the division, right? So this is the thing. Now, as I said, here there are soldiers, right? Sometimes I said there can be a lieutenant. So in a platoon there will be lieutenant, and captain, right? It is for sure. In the company, there will be lieutenant, there will be captain, and there will be a major, right? So the platoon can be led by the lieutenant. Sorry, section will be led by lieutenant. Sometimes, not necessarily every time, lieutenant will lead. A non-commissioned officer can also lead the section. Platoon will be led by, let's say, captain. Company will be led by a major, right? Then, in this case, if you consider the battalion, or sometimes company is led by the lieutenant colonel, right? Mostly, the complete company is led by the lieutenant colonel. Then battalion is led by colonel, right? Brigade is led by brigadier, right? Now division, as I said yesterday, I think also, division is led by major general, right? For one more thing, if someone of you is thinking about, is there particularly question on these things? So there may be less possibility that the direct question will be asked, but always keep in mind, right? Whenever Sachin Tendulkar was giving his farewell speech in last test cricket, last test match, that was not only that last test match. In fact, it was called last test match because he had played some other test matches, right? So through the point of view of that last test match, other test matches have no, the other test matches have no importance. No, it is not, right? So likewise, if you want to talk to someone, right, in a organized manner, if you wish to know, then you should know these things, right? So that is the yes, that is the, what we can say, in fact, that is the need of these things. Fine. Now last part of this, right? So section, platoon, company, battalion, brigade, division is being done. Now see, this is the smallest, and in this could be, you can consider, largest among these six. Now only one has left here, right? And it is, I will write it here, corps, right, or core, which you have considered. And it is always, see, corps is as good as command, but it is not exactly command, keep in mind, right? It will be always associated with one of the commands, right? Though it is as good as the command. Fine. So this is the corps, and which is always being led by lieutenant general. Okay, I think it is settled down. So in this case, if I write the here a word called army, right, which is organized, right, organized into two parts. So first part you can consider here is the combat, right, to fight. And second part you can consider is service, right? So this will again deepen your understanding related to command why it is consisting divisions, brigades, and corps, and what exactly you can consider as the corps. So see, corps are generally known as the services, right? Rest of the things you can consider as the combat. So what is difference between the combat and service? So see, obviously in combat, there are soldiers; in service, there are soldiers. So soldiers is a part of this and of this. So no doubt, these are not going to change. It is not a case that only soldiers means the lower rank office, lower rank people, right? So altogether, soldier means everyone, right? So see, there is a phrase in the armed forces, चाहे अफसर हो या सिपाही, सब चट्टे बट्टे एक ही थाली का बना हुआ खाते हैं. So it never happens की तुम्ही ऑफिसर आहात म्हणून तुम्हाला वेगळी मेस आणि सोल्जर्सला वेगळी मेस. It doesn't happen, right? So this is only to understand how the structure is. Fine. Now combat is consisting soldiers, service is also consisting soldiers. Then why there is difference in between these two, right? For example, if I ask you here the question, what is difference between LOC, right, and LOC and LAC, right? So this could be the thing. Fine. Okay, one is line of control and second is so this is the way, right? So you have to yes, it is. You have to actually understand the difference between these two, right? So I'm not talking about this. It may come in one of the next sessions, right? Just since I have written the abbreviations, I will tell you: line of control, right, in between India and Pakistan; line of actual control, right, which is in between China and India, right? So this is about these two abbreviations. Fine. So this could be or these kinds of the questions, right? 16 years, that if your performance is good, you can go up to, I think, 26 years. That means you get promoted, and if you get promoted, right, then your service tenure also get increased, no doubt, right? But if you could not get promoted, and there are cases, right, that in first 8 to 12 years you will not get promoted because your performance is low, and if you pass your first 8 years without promotion, there is less possibility that you will get a service of around 25-26 years, right? But usually at least 16 years of service will be completed by each and every soldier or the person who is entering into the army as a soldier, right? Or I can say non-commissioned officer. So that is the case. Now, how to understand or what points you should consider when you consider the combat and service. So here in this combat, the soldiers, right, participate. See, its name indicates participate, right? No doubt in combat, also in search operations, right? So in general, it is called search operations. And here, the soldiers, apart from combat, right, is kept under the service, right? So apart from this, those which will be kept into the service, right? And the task is of these task is to provide logistical material to army. Now, so this is difference between these two, right? Then again, there might be groupings, there might be divisions of these. Yes. So combat is usually divided into, right? So divided into three parts. First, armored corps. Second, mechanized infantry. Mechanized infantry. And third is simply infantry. So here now you will be having interest to know what these armored corps or mechanized infantry and infantry. Simply think, infantry is you yourself, right? So you directly enter into a one of the units, like, which is mostly called as infantry. So infantry is actually will be in the at the border, right? So and you will not be associated with the let's say, for example, I will just tell you the example of tank, right? So tank and the tank or the some of the instruments which you use, right? So again, this infantry can be simply infantry and second can be mechanized infantry. So mechanized infantry will be having the task of looking towards the instruments, right? Obviously they will be taking part into the war, no doubt, right? But these will be fighting with the guns, right? Or what you can call them, bombs, right? So they may not be using the kind of mechanized devices or the instruments, right? So here you will be having tanks, right? That doesn't mean that again it is exactly like the same, right? Someone had asked in between the question of artillery, right? So that we can consider. And armored corps, uh, no doubt, in this case, the the people which are being worked in this case, right, or the front runner, they will be trained in this particular case, right? And you can consider these three groups which are always supporting or which is nothing but the combat. So combat is always being carried out by these three groups. And what about the services, right? So services will be different, but there are some of the things which are living in between, right? As someone has raised the question. So these are nothing but the combat support arms. So I will consider combat support arms. So combat will not be fight or combat will not be carried out only by these three, right? So you have seen, if you have seen the movie Border, right? So I think it gets started from the message, right? That is called signaling. Then if you consider, if you have seen the movie Laksh, whenever that hero and a section has to climb the point and go to the top of the hill, right? So at that time there is shelling by artillery. So artillery is coming in the picture, right? So there are some of the sections. I will first write these sections. So as like someone raised the question, artillery is the first section. Second, okay, I will write it here. Second, which we can consider is corps of engineers. Corps of engineers, right? So many a times you will be requiring these. Then corps of army air defense, as I said in one of the strikes, right? Air defense. Then army aviation corps. Army aviation corps. And most important is corps of signals. See, these are always helping the combat, right? So altogether you can see these working all together, right? So artillery is no doubt supporting, and unless and until artillery is supporting in combat, right? So whatever movies you can see, again I think in LOC also we have used this particular kind of uh, statistics or tactics, right? I think in that case there was a Bofors. So Bofors had played a very good role in the I think 1999s, right? So in that particular case, which we have considered is the corps, is artillery. Then no doubt signal is always there, right? So army aviation is also there, right? Because if you could not consider the weather, that is aviation, right? So you will be putting yourself in danger, and for that, so all these are supporting to the combat. Now if altogether these are the combat, then what could include in the services, right? So what you will know as the services. So altogether there are 16 different corps, right, which are uh, called services. So I may write it here. Okay, I will write it by this pen only. Services.